The war in Ukraine has been one of the deadliest and most devastating conflicts in Europe since World War II. According to the United Nations, more than 14,000 people have been killed and over 2 million have been displaced since the war began in 2014. The majority of the casualties and refugees have occurred since February 2022, when Russia launched a massive invasion of Ukraine, violating its sovereignty and territorial integrity. The invasion has resulted in tens of thousands of deaths on both sides, and instigated Europe's largest refugee crisis since World War II. About 8 million Ukrainians were displaced within their country by June, and more than 8.2 million had fled the country by May 2023. Most of these refugees have sought asylum in neighboring countries, especially Poland, which hosts 1.5 million Ukrainian refugees. The humanitarian situation in Ukraine is dire, as many people lack access to food, water, health care, and shelter. The invasion has also led to the illegal annexation of 4 partly occupied oblasts by Russia: Donetsk, Luhansk, Kharkiv, and Zaporizhia. These regions have been under Russian control since 2014, when pro-Russian separatists declared independence from Ukraine with Moscow's support. The annexation was condemned by the international community as a violation of international law and Ukraine's sovereignty. The annexed regions have faced human rights abuses, economic decline, and environmental damage under Russian occupation. The war in Ukraine is not only a tragedy for the Ukrainian people, but also a threat to the security and stability of Europe and the world. The invasion has undermined the post-Cold War order and challenged the principles of democracy, human rights, and rule of law. The invasion has also increased the risk of a wider conflict between Russia and NATO, as both sides have deployed troops and weapons along their borders. The war in Ukraine requires urgent diplomatic efforts to end the violence, restore Ukraine's territorial integrity, and prevent further escalation.